Hey guys, welcome back to another video of my picks of the 2022 NFL season. Today we'll be doing week two's NFL picks. So opening night, the first night is Thursday night, week two. Um, Chiefs host the Chargers. Both these teams are coming off impressive week one wins. Um, I think the Chiefs will take this game in Arrowhead due to the fact that the Chargers are missing their top receiver and Keenan Allen. Um, and the only way I see the Chargers winning this game is by running the ball and keeping Mahomes off the field. And when Mahomes is on the field, they can get some pressure with their pass rush. But I think the Chiefs take this one. Um, Next game is a noon game on Sunday. It's actually the game that's caught my eye out of all the noon games. It's an AFC battle between the Dolphins and the Ravens. Now both teams coming in at 1-0 with great week one performances. Dolphins beat the Patriots. Ravens beat the Jets. I think Miami will pull off the upset win on the road. Due to the fact that their defense is really good and they'll keep going from the week one performance they had against New England. And I think last week Lamar Jackson got off to a slow start. And I think he will be off to another slow start in this one. Also, that Miami now has Tyreek Hill added to their team on offense, so their offense is better than last year. But I think the Dolphins take this one in Baltimore. Jets versus Browns, another noon game. Browns coming off an impressive win over Carolina. Jets are trying to get their first win of the year after losing to the Ravens last week. It's the Browns' home opener. I think that Cleveland is coming off a week one walk-off win in Carolina with momentum, and I think that momentum will continue with a win against the Jets. Next game is Colts Jaguars. Both these teams are coming off disappointing performances in their week one battles as the Colts trailed early and ended the game in a tie against Houston, and the Jaguars lost to the Washington Commanders in their season opener. But I think the Colts will start strong in this one, and I think they'll take the lead early and not look back in this one to win their first game of the season. Bucs Saints, a big NFC South division game right here. Both teams are coming off week one victories. I think this game will be a really close game, but I have the Saints upsetting the Buccaneers and Tom Brady in their home opener. Panthers versus Giants. Panthers coming off pretty much a heartbreaking loss as they're down early, came back only to lose by a walk-off game-winning field goal to Cleveland. The Giants are trying to start 2-0 for the first time in at least 6 years. The Giants are going to play at home for the home opener in this game after an impressive come from behind win in Tennessee. I think the Giants will edge the Panthers in this battle of young quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield and Daniel Jones. Next off is Patriots Steelers. These two teams have built up a rivalry since the NFL started. I think the rivalry will continue. I think this one's going to be closer than intended. I think everyone had Pittsburgh. A lot of people have Pittsburgh winning this one easily, but no TJ Watt, who's a difference maker on defense for Pittsburgh, will play a key role in this. But in this game, I see I think the Steelers will beat the Patriots by a very small margin, with both just because no TJ Watt. If TJ Watt wasn't, I'd say Pittsburgh wins by a bigger score. bigger margin. And also, Daniel Jones has had back spasms all week, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect him on Sunday. But I do see Pittsburgh winning their home opener and going to 2-0. Now, the Commanders versus Lions. Commanders come in off of a very nice performance by Carson Wentz in their opener against the Jaguars. Lions come off of a loss to the Eagles and losing a shootout 30-35. But I think the Lions will get the edge on the Commanders in this one and win their home opener to get back to 500 at 101. Next, Seahawks 49ers. And let's be honest, no one thought that the only team in the NFC West to get a win was the Seahawks in week one. The Seahawks were probably the best team to play in the NFC West, beating their former quarterback Russell Wilson. But I think the 49ers will beat the Seahawks to get their first one of the season after losing to Chicago in the Slop Fest. Now it's the 3 o'clock games. Rams versus Falcons. Both teams suffered awful losses. Falcons played better than the Rams, but they also blew a big lead. Rams never looked like they had control of that game against Buffalo on opening night. I think there will be a stronger performance by Matthew Stafford in this one, and the Rams defense. Aaron Donald's going to get back to his thing and taking down quarterbacks. I think the Rams will grab this week 2 victory in this matchup. And now we have another 3 o'clock game: Texans versus Broncos. Both these teams both these winless teams are coming off 2 really interesting games. I think the Broncos should have won that game, but the ball just didn't fall with them, and the Texans let up a big lead and ended in a tie against the Colts. But I think Russell Wilson will get his first win in a Denver Bronco uniform for their home opener. Next up, we have Cardinals, Raiders. These 2 winless teams coming into week 2, trying to get in the win column for the first time this season. I think the Raiders will win this one for their home opener, only because that Kyler Murray, he's good, but he's not spectacular. He's shown a couple plays of this career that has been unbelievable, but he's got no receivers. I don't really trust their run game, and they have a really young defense. But I think the Raiders win this one in their home opener to get back to 101. Now you have Bengals, Cowboys, the former AFC champs. AFC champs of the 2021 season versus the Cowboys, still known as America's team. I think the Bengals will pull away due to the fact that Cowboys have no offense, no Dak Prescott, and also the dynamic duo of Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. I think Bengals win their first game of the season on the road in Dallas. And now the Sunday night game. This oldest rivalry in football. Bears-Packers. Bears coming off of a really impressive second half come from behind the win against San Francisco 49ers against a Packers team that just did not look to have anything going for them. Week 1 in Minnesota. Bears coming to this game trying to beat the Packers for the first time since 2018, where they clinched the division title. And in 4 years, and advanced to 2-0 while the Packers coming off of a really disappointing loss in week 1. But I think Aaron Rodgers will yet again own the Bears to win their home opener and get back to 101. Titans at Buffalo. That's the first game of the Monday night doubleheader. I've in week one, the Titans blew a lead late in the game, losing to their season opener to the Giants. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills. The Bills look to keep rolling against the Titans, who have a lack of confidence. I think Josh Allen and the Bills will put on another clinic and start the season 2-0. I mean, come on, keep in mind that Buffalo is the Super Bowl favorites. Now the final game, the week 2 finale, is probably one of the more really interesting games, knowing that they have pretty much the same type of personnel and same amount of people they can rely on. Eagles Vikings. Both these teams come into this week 2 matchup off of impressive wins in week 1. I think the Eagles will soar past the Vikings and start the season 2-0 in the week 2 finale, only because I think the Eagles defense is a little better than the Vikings defense. So it's gonna be another fun week football. Just hope for some good games this weekend. Last weekend was crazy. But who knows what could happen. So let's have some fun in week 2. And thanks for watching.